Hey, what is up, guys? DJ Nerdy Boy here, and I am making my video on Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. These are my thoughts on the game, quote unquote game. You can already tell this is gonna get good. Probably. It's won't because it's one of these videos again, and I forgot to script it. But, yeah. Normally, I don't do these videos because the last time I did a video like this, it was horrible, but it's Metal Gear Solid 5. There's a lot of controversy around it. A lot of people going, Keith the Sutherland's gonna suck dick, or this game's gonna suck dick, and other shit like that. So I had to do it. So, first off, speaking of Keith Sutherland, I liked his voice. I actually kind of prefer to have him as Big Boss rather than David Hayter's, only because it does separate the two characters, and Keith Sutherland's voice kind of seems a little more suitable for a character like Big Boss. Big Boss to me is a character who like inspires other people, and he's always like this big leader, and he owns MSF, and I feel like his voice kind of makes him more of a person who has people following him. He's more of a guy that is a leader. Where David Hayter's Metal Gear voice, it's really badass, yes, but it's more suitable for Solid Snake, who is a solitary fighter who does everything himself. Fuck that shit, I'm going in. Like, would rather have Snake go, ugh, guys, I need you to do stuff for me because I'm lazy. Or, okay, fuck you all, I'm gonna kill him. So, that's my thought on it. Now, the gameplay, because, fuck, I don't even know if there's music. Yeah. The gameplay itself for Ground Zeroes is phenomenal. I love it! Holy crap, I have spent so much time playing this game over and over again. The game itself is really short. If you go through it once, you can easily beat it within the night. I beat it within that night, and then I played it even more. Last time I checked was, I think, last week, and then I still probably played a little bit more. Last time I played, it said I had like 14 hours, maybe more, of gameplay. Because the thing is, what Kojima tried to aim for with Ground Zeroes and what he's aiming for with the Phantom Pain is replayability. He said that from the beginning, and it fits. The game feels replayable. Going into the game, I went, okay, what the hell do I do? Okay, I'm going to need to sneak here, and then after I beat it, I tried to think of other strategies of how to beat the mission. The main Ground Zeroes mission starts out with you, like, at first, because your first thought is, oh, hey, I know where Chico is, I'm going to go rescue him. Once you beat that, you can completely switch the order. Instead of rescuing Chico first and then Paz, which I bet every single person did, once you beat it, the second time around, go and rescue Paz first, because you can do that. You can switch it up, and it's even more interesting if you go to Paz first, because, okay, instead of taking the easy routes, I had to sneak in a much more difficult way. Because there is no truck that drives you right into the fucking base. So, my throat always gets dry when doing these. So yeah, I think the gameplay is good, and it worked well, because just like Left 4 Dead is short, like, I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with the game. God damn it. It's 1 hour for each campaign, but it's designed to have it be replayable due to the AI. And Hitman is also replayable because I beat Hitman 2 within 1 day, and then I wanted to replay it some more because the game, like, Ground Zeroes is, Left 4 Dead 2 was a bad example. Ground Zeroes is more like a Hitman game, which is weird because in a way they're really nothing alike except for the fact that they're stealth. But in Hitman 2, you have your set map. Everyone has their routines, and it's up to you to decide how to like complete the objectives on that map. and there's multiple ways. In Ground Zeroes missions, if you get the feeling that there is multiple ways, and sometimes I want to try it like a different way, it kind of rewards a little experimentation. Like, just recently, you can knock people out with your fucking magazines. Like, magazines are normally meant to just distract people. I threw 2 at a guy's head, and he just went down for the count. That was awesome. So, again, the game, again, is more like Hitman. It rewards experimentation, and replayability is encouraged. Sounds good, music's good, story, there really is none. If you want to get any story from this game, watch the trailers. That gives you a good chunk of the main story, especially if you're going to play this once. If you're going to go through Ground Zeroes and then quit, do not get this game. This game, if you want the story from it, you need to go play the shit out of it. Find all those tapes, which I'm starting to work on. I think I found all of them except for one. And when you do find all those tapes and listen to it, you get a lot more of a rich backstory. And in that story, there are some scenes that a lot of people got really mad about, such as the rape scene and the scene where they pull the bomb out of Paz, and one more, which I don't feel like spoiling. It's not really that big of a spoiler. It's not really that important, but you know, I just don't want to go into it. Those scenes, I listened to them. I watched them. Once you play Spec Ops: The Line and a few other stuff that's just as dark, it's really hard to get me upset. So that's, I know rape's a touchy subject, and I don't even want to talk about it anymore in this video. But none of that stuff really got to me. Again, because I played Spec Ops: The Line, that game really made me feel like shit. So, but I can't understand how some people can actually get like upset over that. And if you got touchy over the subject of Spec Ops: The Line, this game could get you a little touchy. Maybe not. Especially that scene I don't want to talk about. That bomb scene, that was fucking... That did not make me flinch. Although the other scene that I don't want to talk about anymore, but I still am. That scene did kind of make me feel a little uneasy, but it does kind of establish a character of what kind of a sick bastard Skullface is. Anyways, enough about that. There is one thing. There are a few. This isn't a perfect game. It's not perfect. There are mainly I've had a few difficulties in the gameplay, primarily on the hard difficulty, and there could be some unknown variables that can come into effect. But there was a time, and there are a few problems. One time I played on hard. I'm doing the Ground Zeroes mission, and there's a guard sneaking, like coming closer. But I do like a little crouch run, and he sees me. But it's not that. It's not like an alert sight. It's more like, oh, I wonder what's that over there. I'm gonna shine my flashlight on it. And you know, he gets suspicious, and then I go prone. He doesn't see me. Later on in the mission, I fuck up. That's not the bullshit part. So I decided I don't want to continue. So I'd restart the whole game. So I do that exact same spot. I do the crouch walk. He's walking. Then all of a sudden, it's a fucking alert mode. There is nothing different, I think, about that scenario, and it goes into alert mode. And then there are other times where I would, like, throw a grenade on my feet because I'm like, suicide! Sometimes it'll blow me up in one hit, sometimes it won't. And then there's one mission I like to call the Quake mission, Metal Gear Quake, in which, when you're in alert mode, everyone has a grenade launcher. And you don't know if you're going to get an instant kill on yourself, because they love to instant kill you, or one shot and you're almost dead and you have to do that stupid spray thing. So yeah, I think there are a few problems when it doesn't feel like everything's completely measured. Like, there are some moments, again, there are variables into effect, but nothing seems consistent. A lot of the problems that I've had are mainly because I don't feel like the game is being consistent with me. Again, I've said this probably for the 9th time. There could be other variables, though, that take into effect, so I'm going to let that one slide. One thing, though, is the CQC. CQC, so overall, the CQC is fucking awesome. But one big thing which makes Big Boss supposed to be this really big badass is the CQC combos. You take one guy down, and then it says R1, and then you press it, and you take another guy down. Every time that happens, it doesn't work, because I take the first guy down, the second guy already hits me, even though I press the R1 button, so I get knocked down. And there's really no point in even having that. You might as well just fucking, I don't know. But the CQC button combo just never worked. When in Peace Walker, you were a bat ass, and maybe that was the point, because maybe it's trying to be realistic in that you shouldn't use CQC on groups of people in close quarters, so you'll get hit and killed. But in the Peace Walker, there's like 6 guys, and you just do one CQC combo, and you take them all down. And sure, it's a little unrealistic how you take out a whole group without them killing you, but it's satisfying. It makes you feel good. But in not Peace Walker, Ground Zeroes, whenever I attempt to even take down 2 guys, I take down one guy. I'm about to go take out the other guy, but he hits me and I go down, and then they start shooting me and I'm dead. So it feels a little bullshit. But other than the CQC combo, I love it. This like when you get spotted and everyone's trying to kill you, and you run up to a guy and you do like a punch combo on him. It is so satisfying just hearing that crack when you do that final punch. Or when you're doing the combo, you press L1, you take his gun, and then you can start blasting him away. Oh, it's so awesome now. With that one exception. Now, despite all how much I praised it, I'm really trying to make this short within 20 minutes because I only recorded 20 minutes of footage. Despite how much I praised the game, I cannot recommend it, and here's why. Ground Zeroes, as we all know, is the prequel to Phantom Pain. It is that tutorial segment. It's the tanker mission and the virtuous mission from Metal Gear Solids 2 and 3. That's what Ground Zeroes is, but now they decide to sell it separately. I'd be kind of cool with that if they balanced it with the price of Phantom Pain, because that would mean, for me, Phantom Pain would have to be, I bought it for $20, so Phantom Pain should be $40 when I buy it. But if I bought it on disc, I would want Ground Zeroes to be $30 and Phantom Pain to be $30, but that's a little cruel on their part, because then they lose a lot of money. But it doesn't feel right to have to pay for the tutorial, no matter how much I replayed it. And you'd have to pay again for Phantom Pain, when in reality Ground Zeroes could have just been in Phantom Pain. Ground Zeroes could have been a demo, which you either only have that Ground Zeroes mission, or you just do one of the bonus side ops missions. Like, something to give you a little taste. Just one small mission. And then in Phantom Pain, you got everything. So it's one complete package, which is why when Phantom Pain comes out, I do want people to buy it, but it's probably best to just get like a sort of bundle when Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes comes out, because again, I can't support them selling the tutorial, the prologue mission, as a sort of different package. And although it really does, like, I'm sold on it, I do want to get Phantom Pain no matter what, but I do kind of feel like it was a bit of a bad move. And I would have felt a lot happier if it was just all one package. That being said, I really like the game. I can recommend people get Ground Zeroes. But when Phantom Pain comes out, buy it! That is gonna be good! Oh my god, I can't wait for it. Sorry, throat's dry again. I cannot wait. Everyone's gotta go on buy it day one. I pre-ordered Ground Zeroes. I am so gonna try and pre-order Phantom Pain. Oh my god. So that's my thoughts on it. I hope that was good. I was within my 20 minutes. Hopefully I decide not to add a bunch of shit like I did with my last video. I think that's really all I need to say though. So without further ado, hope you guys enjoy that. See you guys next time. Bye, Phantom Pain.